Hello there, welcome to my Wednesday vlog. Thanks for watching it yesterday. If you did not, you'll see I'm still in my house with horrible lighting. So this is just what we're going for. It's a mood lighting look. Alright, second day of Chargers minicamp today. Here's what was fun about today. We talked yesterday about Manti Te'o and how it's so interesting going against Antonio Gates. Manti talked about how challenging it was, to cover Antonio Gates, what that was like, and you could see the emotion in his voice when he talked about it, how difficult it was to cover Antonio Gates. So today we were all watching practice, got my Sharpie, got my pad, and here's Antonio, Phillips throwing a pass. Here's Antonio, he's running down right here, right past Manti. Here's Manti. I'm going to give him his little spiky hair. There he is. Okay. There's Manti. Antonio gets right past him. Bam. Rivers to Gates. Touchdown. Right here. Here's Antonio. I just made an X. But let's pretend this is Antonio because he's got that great smile, right? So we're going to give him that great smile. So, Rivers to Gates. Burn right here on Manti. Now I say that because Manti's going to miss some. I mean, the guy's a rookie in the NFL, but why not miss against a future Hall of Fame tight end in Antonio Gates? So it was fun to see, and Antonio talked about it after practice. He said, yeah, I had to welcome the guy to the NFL, and he was laughing and talking about how his role is to help Manti grow, make him a better player, make him see things that he might not see. So it was just kind of cool to see that come to fruition. If you've been following this team for a while, you know that Rivers to Gates thing is so cool and so special. Hasn't happened a ton in the past few years, just, scheme-wise. But when it does happen, it's awesome. So we like seeing that. All right, I got a question about the secondary. So let's talk about the secondary. I had a question. Someone asked me, how does the secondary look like it's shaping up? You want to be concerned with the whole roster. There's probably holes in this whole roster for the Chargers. But the secondary, if you want to really wonder about how something's going to turn out, choose the secondary. This is what we got on the secondary, right? We got Eric Weddle. We know Eric. He's proven that he is a great NFL safety and then some. Eric's done his thing. So we've got Eric, all right? Opposite him, we've got Marcus Gilchrist. We're going to call him Gilly. Now, Gilly is a cornerback. Well, he was drafted as a cornerback, and he's played corner for the Chargers, and he's played a lot of nickel, and he played safety in college, so this isn't a new position to him, but he likes it. He likes that he's going to be safety, but he's going to be the starting safety. That's a jump for him to be the starter. So he not only is he switching positions this year, but he's taking on a bigger role, all right? Now, in the cornerback position, you've got Derek. Now, Derek, he was picked up by the Chargers this offseason, Derek Cox, and really to replace Antoine Cason. Well, Derek Cox comes here from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has a little bit of an injury history. We talked yesterday about how he didn't do team drills yesterday. He wasn't practicing with the team. He was practicing today, so whatever he had yesterday obviously was minor enough that he could be out there today. So really nothing to worry about. But you've got a new guy coming into this defense, and then opposite him, you've got Sharice Wright, who is in his third year in the NFL, third-round pick, didn't play a lot up to this point, wasn't really active his first year. Second year, he had a pretty good preseason, but then he had an ankle injury, so he didn't get a lot of time last year. So, again, you've got a guy who's about to be a starter for the first time. Yes, he's, been at that position. He's been with the team now for a few years, so he's not totally unfamiliar. But still, this secondary, big question mark, okay? We don't know. Sure, you've got the veteran in Derek Cox, but he's new to this team. And I don't really, know exactly how much of an improvement he is against Cason. We'll see. But then you've also got, two young guys, and that's really what the secondary is. The secondary is a bunch of young guys besides Eric Weddle and Derek Cox. I did talk to a beat writer from Denver who said that the secondary coach, it's a new guy this year, Ron Miles, said that the secondary coach is used to grooming these young guys. That he did that in Denver. That was his thing. He was able to really get the young guys up to speed. So could be a really good thing. Could be Middle of the season, we're all talking about how great the Chargers secondary is. Definitely, though, eyes on that secondary. You want to watch that. Also had a question about the intensity of practice. I don't want to compare and contrast between what Norv did and what Mike McCoy does. But I will tell you that this new regime and these practices, there was very little downtime. For example, before when special teams would happen, guys who weren't doing special teams would kind of take a knee, they'd take a breather, they'd hydrate. Right now, you really don't see that. Special teams time, these guys are still, if they're not working special teams, they're doing something. There's not very many breaks during the practice. There's not really anyone ever standing around. It's go, 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 go. So that's kind of the difference between what we've seen before and what we're seeing now. Which way is better? I don't know. No one pays me enough money to find that out, and for good reason. We'll see. I don't know if there's any perfect way of doing it, but that is something that we've noticed, the media has noticed, is just kind of the every second of practice is pretty much filled. All right. Hope that answered some questions for you guys. Shout out to the Padres today for sweeping the Braves. Really good call. We'll see how they do against the Diamondbacks, but got to be feeling good about the Braves sweep. Send me some questions for tomorrow. Last day of minicamp, last day of Chargers practice before training camp. I know you got something you're thinking about. Thanks for watching.